What's up, Mr. G? What's up, Shiva? Híjole. I'm trying to catch up on the back end over here. I gotta do my oh what? What? That's dumb. Are you kidding me? It's not letting me upload a thumbnail. Are you kidding me? Just resize it. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh. All right, hold up. I gotta do a new. What if I just look deep into the eyes of the viewer? Let me see if I could do it from right here. I hate this part. It won't let me do this until I'm live. And that's the dumbest time to try to do it, of course. Now it's all blurry. So dumb. Um all right. And then this is a I don't even know where to put this. It does not have paid promotion. It does not have AI or altered content. Tell him that I love him. Tell him that I need him. Tell him I was wrong. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. I shouldn't have to be doing this right now. If you boom boom boom. What's up, Isaiah C? Hero A Ball? It's over for the America Bros. Kane Cash. Emmanuel. What's up? Jorge Tirado, quantity over quality. I know I'm slacking. Hey, I couldn't do the quality, so I was like, hey, quantity gang. And now I can't even do quality. I mean quantity. I'm slipping. If you can't tell, if you can't tell, I'm dragging a little bit. I'm not at my peak performance right now. So today is gonna be one of the quantities, right? Today's definitely more quantity over quality. So I'm right there with you today. We're getting back on track. Let me go to live chat. There we go. Yes, I'm back. Tomfoolery, it's over. It's over. Kayla Harrison. Woo-hoo. What's up? What's up, Lane? What's up, Hero? Pete Olivares. Peña needs to go away forever. Yeah, I mean, I was excited when somebody dethroned Amanda because, you know, it got a little bit annoying. But it was like when I wanted Adesanya to just get out of the picture forever because that fool was annoying. And then the real African king, what's that fool's name? Duplessis came along, and I was like, man, that fool's probably just as annoying. Or like John Jones, but then that other fool that beat him, and I will never ever remember his name. what was that fool's name that was an athlete and he's like all torso. I will never remember that fool's name. I remember I was like, oh, someone's finally gonna beat John Jones, and then I was like, oh, this fool's even more annoying than John Jones, and um, yeah, Pena was just super annoying, and I didn't know how to feel about Kayla at first because she kind of came out of nowhere and was acting all cocky, but I mean, it seems like she acts cocky at the right times now that she's had a little bit more time. I don't know. I don't know. You tell me what you think, but just from my limited, like I've been so out of the loop. Um, from my limited observation of her, it kind of seems like she's cocky at the right times and she'll build up the fight and she'll build the drama, but then super humble when that's appropriate. So, um, I don't know. I might like Harrison. What do you guys think about Harrison? AI Grandmaster? That'll be a lot easier. You know what I've actually been thinking about? I've literally been thinking about this lately about making like a cartoon version of myself or like an AI version because I never ever like for example today I was making hundreds of phone calls for my job, hundreds of phone calls. I was making calls non-stop for hours, and while I was doing that, I mean, you just have a bunch of downtime because it's just ringing, and I was literally writing a MMA video while I was just sitting there with the phone ringing. And I was thinking, man, like it's so hard to carve out the time to shoot these and edit them and all that. But I have the ideas all day. I could tell when I'm real tired. I haven't felt like this in a while because I start like slurring. Um, and I was thinking, I wish I could just do like an AI version of myself or like a cartoon, and then just have that fool be in the videos. And I'll just write them and then process it through an AI thing, write it, process it, and I'm just a cartoon. So maybe there will be an AI version of the Grandmaster very soon. Don't you ever want to break character? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Um, don't you ever want to break character? I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Now, if I'm gonna try to make assumptions, um, like, do I ever want to be anyone besides myself? Do I ever want to like not be the Grandmaster? No, no. Being the Grandmaster is like my only escape. I don't want to be anybody but the Grandmaster, to be brutally honest with you. The moment I stop being the Grandmaster is it's a dark moment, ladies and gentlemen. this is my this is my relief right here. When I'm not the Grandmaster, that's when everything starts falling apart, to be brutally honest with you. Um um what's good, GM? What's good, Javi? What's good? Also, technically Bones, but I'd rather have Kayla. So look, wait a minute. What am I talking about? There are American champions. My title's wrong. Because I forgot about Kayla. People keep talking about Kayla, and I was like, man, people really want to talk about Kayla tonight. They're talking about my title. See how out of it I am? Dang it. Now I look dumb. I should change the title. I wasn't counting John Jones because that fool basically self vacates every time he wins. So even like by his own admission, I don't even think he would say he's the active champ right now. So he's probably, I don't even think, but I was gonna, so like, but I forgot Kayla won. So there's only one, but I mean, it's kind of a good thing and kind of a bad thing because, it started here, at least UFC did, like not MMA in general, but the UFC started in America, and that's how it's truly an international sport. That's how it truly succeeded. It truly went outside the bounds of the Americas. When like every division is non-American now. So it's kind of a success story. It's kind of embarrassing, but it's kind of a success story. It's kind of like the white dude that made the NBA, and then, and now he's like, well, we gotta start being coaches. so so now so like for MMA now, for MMA now it's like, hey, like Dustin Gaethje, all these kind of fools, Max Holiday, but Hawaii's not even like in America. It's a whole different thing. Hawaii's like Cuba or whatever. Like, okay, we own it, but like, you're not really like one of us. We just it's for tax purposes, It's for like, so we could like post up on other countries, be like, hey, it's like a monopoly, but at the same time, it's not really one of us. But it's kind of like Dustin Gaethje, Max Holiday, all these other fools that are kind of like the gatekeepers, or the bridesmaids. That's the position that the American fools have to take on now. They're steady, they're consistent. They're gonna weed out, the contenders or whatnot, people they got that Dana White power. Um, but they're never gonna be. I mean, it's a bygone era. That's a wrap. It's over. That's it for tonight. Just that sleepwalk comes on. Perfect ending. Am I back? Oh, it's back. All right. But yeah, okay. I'll change the title later. I thought it was interesting. We're gonna have a big old conversation about it. American story, and now there's no American champions. The sport has outgrown the Americas, and now we got Kayla Harrison. John Jones don't count. He's a self-vacator. Um, Are you on more than one device? Question mark. My Wi-Fi is not working. Period. Try not to use anything extra. Period. What's going on? I think everybody's playing Roblox or something. So dumb. They know I'm trying to stream. Never mind, period. Maybe it's just doing it in general, period. um Rousey 2.0. Is that a Ronald Pettiford? Is that a compliment or is that an insult? Rousey 2.0. Is that a compliment or an insult? Billy the Kidder, I was bullied about my weight. Is that for real? Were you bullied about your weight? Or is that a riff off of being a weight bully? And if you were bullied about your weight, um, were you bullied for being heavy or skinny? Because I know it sounds like a stupid question, but I know people that were bullied for both. I actually knew one guy that was bullied for being heavy and skinny because he lost he lost weight, but he lost too much weight. So not only do I know people that were bullied for being heavy and people bullied for being skinny, I knew one dude that was bullied for both. Um, that was crazy. Holzer, the guy, Grandmaster, glad I stayed up. And I'm glad you stayed up. I was not. I feel like I feel like every time that I'm like, I cannot stream tonight. Like I had every intention of streaming today. From the moment I woke up, I was like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna stream. And then like the whole day just escaped from me, and I was so frustrated tonight. And I was like, I can't believe all the stuff that happened, and I kind of lost track of time. And then I was like, you know what? Every time I feel like this, and I go and force myself to stream anyway, I feel better, and I never regret it. So I was like, I'm just gonna stream. So I'm glad you stayed up, and I stayed up as well. Hoser, the guy. Jorge Tirado, who had a great idea. I don't even remember. That was a while ago. Lord Racer, what's up? Hey, fool, I like the size of your forehead. What the? The MMA holes. Hey, is that the real MMA holes? The MMA holes. Hey, homie, what's up? If that's the real MMA holes, I'm flattered. I'm flattered. I will always be an MMA hole fan. I always got love for the MMA holes. I don't understand. The only thing keeping the MMA hosts from like having a full blown show on like Fight Pass, ESPN, is just pure hate. Hate. That's executives right there being upset that people could just do that right there from the comfort of their own home right there. Pure hate. That show is entertainment. It's entertainment perfection. You know how people grow up, they want to be a Los Angeles Laker. They want to be, you know, one of the Beatles. They want to be like the next Britney Spears. They want to be LeBron. I wanted to be an MMA hole. I wanted to grow up and be an MMA hole when I was back. And like, I wasn't even doing YouTube and stuff. I was like looking up, how can I watch this fight? And I kept seeing MMA hole, MMA hole. And I was like, man, are these fools like slumming over here on YouTube or something in between like their TNT show or something like that? Like, what's this full-blown production? Makes me sick that pages like that don't get enough love. It's stupid. It kind of makes me feel better. It kind of makes me feel better for not being where I want to be either, because I see people like the MMA holes and I'm like, if they're now not wiping their boogers with $100 bills, then okay, I feel a little bit better. That just means everybody's crazy. I appreciate you, Chief. Nogano's still uncrowned UFC champ, roided up. Is he roided up right now? Did you see Dana hating, saying that he didn't want to bring him back? How come you're not rioting in LA? They didn't send me the funds. I applied, but they didn't bring me on. They met their quota. I don't know why he keeps doing that. Hey, Hoser the guy. Glad you came back for this T-money. Hey, Marilena needs to stop playing. I was like having withdrawals today. Serio. Like today was another, like I've been kind of doing better the last few weeks, but today was like an angry little puppy because it was rough. Today was rough. It was rough, man. Today seemed like a 59-hour day for real. Like, oh, the stuff I was doing, it just kept dragging, and it just like no ROI, if you know what I mean. So I was like needing that matcha And I was like telling Marilena, wow, what's going on with my Amazon order? Oh, I appreciate you, Hoser, the guy. My body knows that it's missing that tea. So, whew, I really appreciate that. That matcha, that'll probably cover one matcha right there, one matcha bag. They keep jacking up the prices on me because they keep hearing me talk about it. They know I need it. Um, what's up? The only it's because the did I trick you? Did I get you? I saw in the corner of my eye the thing kept moving. I'm seeing the replay right here. I didn't hold it long enough either, but I just felt stupid because the wire kept moving. um, what's up? Hey, I got a couple of you. All right. That's it. As long as I got like two of you, I feel good. All right, cool. Um, yeah, I was worried the other day because I had to cancel a lot of stuff, and one of the things I had to cancel was my paid StreamYard membership. And I was worried the other day because I could not remember how I fixed my microphone, and I thought when I came back on the free version, I was gonna have to set it up again. But I'm glad it's still working. Um, Nintendo Switch, that's what's up. I need to finish Zelda. Jane Caulfield, I was trying to go to bed, and here you are keeping me from slumber. Hey, I need to go to bed too. Did I upload that video already? I made a video. Did I upload that video? I can't even remember. Did you guys see a video? I can't remember if I shot it and I started editing it or if I already uploaded it. I made a video where I was talking about how I die a lot of times when I'm asleep because I got the sleep apnea. So I die like several times a night because the oxygen cuts off to my brain. And then when I'm actually asleep, I keep dying because I always have nightmares. So I'm dying like literally, and then I also die in my dreams. And then I tell Marilena, you wonder why I got insomnia? Like I don't want to go to sleep because I'll die like double time, you know? I'm dying like on all fronts, you know? And I'm just always tired. And then like even when I fall asleep, I got the sleep apnea, so I don't get enough oxygen. And then even when I'm awake, I'm a mouth breather, so I don't really ever breathe from my lungs, and I don't get like that pure oxygen, you know? So I'm just always like dragging. Um Bro, it only works one way. You get bullied for being big. No, I'm telling you, fools get bullied for being skinny. Is there anybody in here that ever got bullied for being skinny? They used to call them skinny weenies when I was little. Especially like it's messed up. Especially like the girls. I feel bad for them. They'll call them like all gawky and whatnot. Like girls would get teased like crazy for being all skinny. Um, Well, that's good. It's like you were in that bulking season so that when you were ready, like you spent several years in bulking season so that when you were ready to pump some iron, you were already good to go. You're primed already. Oh, um, Jesse, if a civil war breaks out, which side will you fight on? Mexico's or United States? Clip it. I it's a matter of principle. It's a matter of principle. Just remove Mexico, remove United States, remove Canada, remove any country name. And I know you won't want to. And I'm not saying you in particular, but I'm saying I know people don't want to because they want to have gotcha moments. But it's a matter of principle. It blows my beanie when I see people in one country waving flags of another country and protesting and saying, I hate this place where I live. I hate it here. But I don't want to go back nowhere else. It's like, wait a minute. That's like if you're sitting in a restaurant and you're like, man, I hate this food. Oh, I hate this food. It's disgusting. I can't stand this food. This is gross. Who cooked this food? Quit your job. Yuck. It doesn't make any sense. So, like, if I went to Italy and I lived in Italy and they started doing stuff I didn't like, I'm not gonna be like, boo, Italy, boo, Italy is the worst. I hate Italy. And then I go home to my house in Italy. I slept on the wrong side. Wait, I have to die because my sleep apnea. And then I wake up the next day and then I go downtown. Boo, I hate Italy. And then when the day's over, I go back to my house in Italy. It's like, what am I doing? Get out of Italy then. Like if you're in a relationship and you don't like it, don't cheat on the person. Break up. If you're in a car and you hate it and you could get another car, just switch cars. If you're eating a sandwich and you don't like it, throw it away and get a muffin. Like, what are you doing? Just switch it up. It's just a matter of principle. That's it. If I went to another country and I didn't like it, I wouldn't cry about where I was from or where I want to go. I would just go there. If I really wanted to put my country where my mouth is, or my mouth is where the country's at, or whatever, then I would just do that. Otherwise, I'm just full of baloney. It's all talk. It's all lip service. If you really mean that, then why are you doing what you're doing? You just want attention. Clip it. Bro, as if my channel's not struggling enough already. Thank you for asking that question. Thank you. Now I have to upload on Rumble. Thoughts on Carmela Soprano going into witness protection, training MMA, and changing her? Whoa, you think it looks like Carmela Soprano? Oh, dang it. That's like if Carmela Soprano and Carrot Top had a love child, right? Love child, never meant to be. Ashes of Hopes in a Bonfire of Dreams. Is that an indie band? I'm very skinny and have been bullied my whole life. I'm telling you, both aggressively and passive aggressively insults and being ridiculed were part of my daily routine. I'm telling you. And men and women could get it because, there's a bunch of bro heads out there. Like, it's such a big deal now to be all yoked up. And people will give skinny dudes a hard time. And then you got all these girls that's like shooting, like, dude, I don't even understand it. They're like, you look at like females in like the 80s and 90s, you look at them now, they look like those centaurs or whatever. Like they're just shooting themselves up like the big old turkeys at the store. Like they're so plump now with all the, what do they call it? The testosterone and the and probably salt and stuff like that. It's like inhuman at this point. So they're gonna look at a girl that's all skinny and make fun of her and act like she's not where she's supposed to be. It's just the bar is just in such a wacky place right now. If you're not meeting like the socially agreed upon body type, like you're not gonna keep up with what's acceptable, yeah, the Americans don't grapple as much, I guess. I wanted to be the Lakers point guard at 5'5". Dude, I had a dream for quite a while, and I've said this before, that I was gonna be a professional basketball player. And I played obsessively for years. That was like all I ever wanted to do, and I was good. So I get that. I get that dream. Um, um, wow, I'm like stupid behind right now. Um, um, I'm barely at the part where I tricked out some people with my fake freeze. um, I'm 90% asleep with bad gas from my pineapple and bacon burrito. Oh, what the pineapple and I thought I said bacon. Pineapple and you put pineapple in a burrito? That's an abomination. Oh my gosh. um, yeah, I mean, but the sleep apnea machine, I feel like I'm gonna be like in an iron lung or something. It's just such a big. It's so weird, man. I feel like I'm gonna be like in a cocoon or something like that. It's just such a big lifestyle thing. It freaks me out. Um, what was for dinner? I didn't have dinner yet today. I don't know if I will. I feel too tired. I was making phone calls all day. I was working all day trying to get something going, and then I had a conversation trying to get something else going and trying to figure out my situation. And then I came in here, and then I think Marilena made tacos, and I don't like tacos, to be honest with you. And I'm not gonna complain about it. I might go and just get something in my stomach, but I don't like tacos. I think she had kind of a rough day too, so she kind of just threw something together. But I don't know. I looked at it and I was like, I'll be all right for a little bit. And I just came and streamed. I've been nonstop since I woke up this morning. I have a headache. My head hurts bad right now. Um, I did have a little beef jerky stick though, so I guess that was dinner so far. Um, I was called Lollipop because I was skinny with a big head. Oh, that's messed up. Hey, that's a funny nickname though. Hey, what's up, Lollipop? Like a term of endearment. Dang. Um, I ain't seen you in about a year. Good to see you're still at it. I love you quoting when DC was losing. What are you doing? DC broke my heart, man. I'm so mad. He could have won that. So mad. He rushed it, man. He rushed it. He just wasn't poised enough. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here. I've never been skinny, cries, and fat tears. um, well, I'm glad you turned it into something positive and you got into martial arts and stuff like that. You know, you turned what was meant for evil into some good. Uh, yeah, I always I was always good into not getting into scuffles of my own because it just I you know I felt like I don't want to imply I'm insulting anybody that does otherwise, but I just always felt like I was too smart for that. I'm not gonna get in a stupid fight. You never know how those could go. They're just unnecessarily dangerous. There's too many variables out there. But the only time I would ever get into anything like that is like what you're saying, dirt poor. If like someone was bullied, I was like, Charlie, I just don't like to see people get bullied. Um, I personally am not anywhere near the riots, but if anybody is, hey, take the day off. They're gonna block the road anyway. Um, Once you block the freeway, you aren't protesting anymore. You're rioting. Yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid. There's people that I was just thinking, like, I saw a clip today of people just rioting and filling the streets, and I was like, there's probably people in their cars right now trying to get to work that feel exactly like you guys. They like feeling for feeling. They probably feel exactly like you guys feel, like they're on your team, but they just got to get to work so they don't get fired. And you're going to mess with their life right now and their livelihood. Like, you guys are being so selfish. It's so stupid. No, it's for the big picture, bro. Like, okay. And meanwhile, this dude loses his job, can't pay his bills, and so on and so on. It's just like, it's a chain effect. It's so stupid. Um, Jorge Tirado, grounded pillowcase helped me stop having strong dreams, sleep better. A grounded pillowcase. What does that even mean? I'm gonna screenshot that. Thank you for telling me that. I'm gonna look that up. A grounded pillowcase. Does that mean it like it's like stuck to the bed or something? So you're not like tossing and turning, or grounded pillowcase. I'm gonna look into that. Thank you. My sleep is all messed up for real. I am gonna look into this. Um What's up, Erickson? Julian? Ah, that's gonna stump me. Um, Michael Lang, not this guy again. Hey, what's that mean? What's that mean? It's good to see you, Mike Lang, the legend, Mike Lang. Oh, like that, Benjamin. Um, yeah, I messed up the title. I messed up the title. I I completely forgot about Kayla. Um, um. I'm sure there's been a Latino quarterback. There has to be, right? Does anybody follow the NFL? Has there ever been like a Mexican quarterback? Um I'm about to call in a solar consultation just to see the GM again. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Um I don't know, Matt Mosley. I don't know. I hope it changes soon. I hope the algorithm starts catching on to what I'm trying to do here. Um But in other countries, it doesn't matter which women of attraction I really want. If she's skinny, cool. If she's chubby, that's cool too. But if she's overweight, that's a different story. I get it. I laugh, but I get it. I get it. What kind of Mexican doesn't like tacos? I don't know. I feel like when you're a Mexican, but obviously I'm the minority because no pun intended. I'm the minority because most Mexicans like Mexican food. But I just feel like when you're a Mexican kid, it feels like no matter what you eat, it feels like it's Mexican. Like you could eat macaroni and it feels like it's Mexican. You could eat pesquetti, you could eat Cheerios and it feels like it. Somehow, like everything you eat when you're Mexican just tastes Mexican, you know? Or you don't know. Do you know? So like I feel like I'm kind of tapped out on Mexican food because like that's what I grew up on. So now it's like I want to eat Burger King, you know? I want to eat Chinese food. I want to eat Cheesecake Factory, you know? I don't want to eat I don't know. It's just different. Have you ever seen that meme that's like every Mexican dish is just a variation of the same kind of tortilla, cheese, and like beans and rice, and it's like you just shape it differently, and they're like all the same thing. Um. Uh, oh. Yeah, I got a black too, Mike. I got a black. I got a black. Um. Um. They all look like they got fired from Starbucks. When I was a kid, like 30% of the Mexicans would call me. I never let it bother me. The Mexican old ladies would call me güero and mijo. Why would they call you the mosca? What? Um, mm, I looked into that mouth guard. That might be the easiest, quickest solution. I might have to do all the things at once. I might have to get the chain down pillow and then also put in a mouth guard and then put the mask on top of the mouth guard. Mona Kenny, GM is a type of Mexican. I find that a Chinese buffet. Yes, yes, I am. I always want to go to Chinese buffets, but Marilena doesn't like Chinese food. Nobody in my inner circle is down with Chinese food like me. So I always just gotta wait till I'm doing my own thing. Like when everyone else is doing something, I'm like, I'm gonna sneak out right now and I'm gonna eat Chinese. I just look like a sad dude all by myself at the Chinese buffet, but people don't know I'm happy on the inside. As long as I'm in the restaurant, I'm happy. I'm the happiest person there. Um, so you're gonna turn down carnitas with lemon squeeze and handpicked jalapeno on the side? I'd rather have a McChicken all day, every day. We've had this conversation before. I've been told a lot of times in my life that I have the what is it, the poor man's taste buds. It could be like the nicest home cooked or restaurant, best Mexican taco truck. Man, give me a McChicken. Give me some chicken nuggets. Give me a Whopper. Give me a junior bacon cheeseburger. I got those kind of taste buds. Let's get a pizza. I got the kindergarten. I got the kindergarten taste buds, and I ain't ashamed at all. Um, I had a friend who's Mexican who would say he never eat at the taqueria with us. His logic made sense. It was like, why would I eat that stuff when I eat it every day at home already? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Why buy the cow? What do they say? Why buy the cow when you already got the cow at your house? Why buy the Why eat the cow when you've been eating the cow already? Something dumb like that. So, see, Mike Lang, I'm struggling today. I'm tired. I'm tired. I was feeling insecure. All right. I was like, wait a minute, I got at least one. I was feeling insecure. All right. I stand corrected. I get sad every time somebody reminds me of the Brown Ranger. I had so many plans. I had so many plans and potential. Every time I think of stuff like that, I'm like, what happened? Flaco, the Brown Ranger, Mexican martial appetites, my cookie show, my excuse to eat all day, my excuse to eat mayonnaise on camera. Oh, Chinese food would be great if I wasn't hungry an hour later. You just don't stop eating. You just can't stop eating. Can't stop, won't stop. Heck yeah, so I'm talking about YouTube. McChicken. Oh, you might be getting those stale ones. If you get a fresh McChicken, oh, I always say there's two kinds of McDonald's. There's like McDonald's and fresh McDonald's. Typically, you go to McDonald's, it's like some 16-year-old, and they call it I used to work at Jack in the Box. They re-drop stuff. There's fries that have been sitting. If you don't know this, if you ever get fries and they kind of feel like, why do these feel like they're kind of hot? Or kind of crispy, but they taste old at the same time. That means they were sitting around for a little bit and they re-dropped them. They put them back in the oil for like 3 minutes and took them back out. They do the same thing with chicken nuggets, chicken strips, chicken patties. Anything you fry, they'll re-drop them. I hate that. It's disgusting. I would always refuse to do that. Um, but then once in a while they actually make it fresh. Oh my gosh. You could go to your 7-star restaurant with your big old thick ribeye, blah, blah, blah. Nah, give me a McChicken, homie. Oh, you probably haven't had it fresh. There's no such thing as being sad when there's Chinese food around. That's what I'm saying. That's going to be the slogan of my Chinese restaurant when I make it big and I open up a Chinese restaurant. There's no such thing as being sad when there's Chinese food around. It's going to say right at the top. Um, um, oh my gosh. I'm so behind. I apologize. To make me love someone new. Cause I'm crazy for you. You worked at McDonald's? You're like a celebrity to me. Marloca! I asked for my fries and nuggets well done, and then it's nice and fresh and crispy. Ooh. See, I've heard of people saying you gotta ask for it fresh, and I'm always like, Charlie, they're gonna lick my food or something like that. But if you ask for it well done, I feel like that's different. Because now it's not like saying, hey, you know how you guys don't make it fresh? Can you actually make it fresh this time? It's different to be like, could I have it well done? And they're like, oh, okay. They're just very specific about what they like. That's different. I like that. That's a good move right there. I'm poor. I get down with 9 Jack in the Box taco. When I worked at Jack in the Box, now I know I just got done saying I hate tacos, but I think, and I know I said I don't like Mexican food, but I think here's the thing. I like free food way more than I don't like Mexican food. So when I worked at Jack in the Box, there was times I'd eat like 12 of those tacos in one shift. Um, I was gonna say because they were free, but technically they weren't free, but they were free when I was working, you know? So I did get down with a lot of those tacos. Yeah, because I was broke too. I get it. Um, Best time for fast food is when the line is really long. See, I get anxiety with lines. Uh, my family gets so irritated because if I know, but whatever, that's how it is. If I go to McDonald's and I'm already set on my mind, I want McDonald's. I don't want to settle for something else today. I don't want to give up and go to Carl's Jr. But I want McDonald's, and the line's like crazy. I will park and just watch the line until it goes down enough, and then I'll get in line because I don't like the double lines. It gives me too much anxiety. If it's a single line, I'll sit there. I don't even care. I'll put on a podcast. I'll sit there for 2 hours. I don't even mind. If it's a double line, I'm out. I'm out. I can't do the double lines. My anxiety just and I'm like, nah, I can't do it. Someone's gonna try to cut me. I'm gonna look out. We're gonna get down. I'm gonna have to feel. I don't want to get in front of someone that I'm not supposed to get in front. I don't want to have to wait. For some reason, the lady took their order, even though I got here first, and now we're kind of trying to. And I can't do it. I can't do it. I overthink it. I don't like it. I don't like it. There's too much going on. I don't even like four-way stops. Sometimes I'll take a different route just to avoid a four-way stop because people are so dumb. I don't even want to have to deal with anytime there's humans that have to make decisions like that. It's like I'm out. I don't want to be a part of it because this is gonna get messy and I'm gonna get frustrated. And I'd rather be a pacifist and just stay back instead of get irritated. I do the double Big Mac about 2 a.m. What do you mean double? What do you mean double? What do you mean double? You mean it has like 4 meats or what? I remember when I was little, they used to call that the Monster Mac, and they would only do it at Halloween. Did I not know that you could still order that and it's called a double Big Mac? Um, what's the infinite McDouble theorem? What is that? I never heard about that. Hey, thank you, a head named Myron. A blessing in disguise. I love that. Thank you so much. Do you prefer Grandmaster Jesse's voice? Who are you talking to? Are you talking to me or are you talking to other people? As opposed to whose voice? You're leaving too many things open to interpretation. What's new with you though? How are sales going? Any new interests that you care to turn us to? Just give me some kind of sign, girl. Oh, my baby. Um, I'll be brief. It's rough. It's rough. People are very apprehensive. People are very apprehensive about solar, and it's frustrating because their bills get cut like crazy, but people have a fear of change, and there's been so many systems set up improperly that there's just a stigma now, and it's a uphill battle. It's so frustrating when you have like the medicine right here and you know it makes sense and people are too scared to take it. It's frustrating. So it's a battle. It's not easy. Any new interest? No. No. It's just being exhausted and just fighting that battle all day and starting to feel a little discouraged, um mhm. I mean, as far as interest, I have been interested in returning as often as frequently as I can to this channel. Like I said last time I was on here, being out there in the real world and actually having to do some real stuff has made me realize how good I had it when I was doing this. Being on the other side made me realize I had taken this for granted in the past. So, a new interest, I had like a reinvigorated interest in my own channel. um, oh, ooh. Wow, 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 wow. Back in my day, we had $1 Big Macs with the double cheese. Man, that makes me so sad. Let C be the max number of McDonald's one can physically consume in one session. Let P be the unit price. Then for C, how constant perceived availability. A approaches infinity as desired. D remains unresolved. Are you Charles Manson? What are you saying? Does this actually mean stuff? Are you playing with me? Like, if I actually could understand this, is this like a real equation, or is just like gobbledygook? MC. All right, I just screenshotted this, and I'm going to Goodwill Hunting this later. Unless you just decide to go ahead and explain it, because there's no way I'm gonna figure this out on the fly. It's the infinite McDouble theorem. But what does that mean, though? That's like if I just say that's the perennial, inequivocal juxtaposition of the double whopper, and you're like, what? Like, I don't. What does that mean, though? It means when you're hungry, you eat. McDonald's math. And I'm lost. So, oh, he's gonna explain. The limit does not exist. So was this a trick question all along? It means you're never satisfied. You're always hungry. That I understand. It means 1 times 1 equals 2. Wait a minute. I'm too smart for that one. You almost got me. I was gonna say, yeah, okay. Um, Man, I just blanked right now. Did you hear Sean Strickland talk about the future of no American champs in the UFC because of the starting pay? No. Did you hear Sean Strickland talk about the future of no American champs? The starting pay. Is there even like a starting pay? The pay's so weird from the way I understand it in the UFC. Like it seems so case by case. Like not all the fighters even get the same pay. Um, so I'm a little bit out of the loop on that one. Is there like a standard starting pay that the fighters get? I thought they all had unique contracts. Mike Lang, I get it. Let D be the intensity of one's desire for a McDub. Let C be the max number physically. Are you the Zodiac Killer? Be the max number physically consumable for nausea. Let P be the price unit. Then for a finite, C infinite. P the perceived value of D reaches infinity, the threshold of regret. Is this your manifesto? It doesn't. Well, I can't say it doesn't make any sense just because I don't understand it. He said there would be more American. He meant white champs if the fighters got NFL money. You think so, huh? You don't think the foreigners would come and fight even extra harder than they already do for it? Strickland? Yeah, some fighters making 10K a fight. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's a mathematician. It means for under $20, you could have unlimited McDoubles. If only that were true, I would never be sad. If only that were true. 12 to fight, 12 to win. Wow. And so much of that goes to their camps. It's crazy. If McDonald's is this deep, I'll just make a PB&J at home. I can't even, I don't even want to think about what kind of algorithm this dude has for a PB&J though. Unlimited McDoubles just made me so happy for real. It made me happy. It's like when you have one of those good dreams. It made me happy, but then I had to wake up and now I'm sad because it's not true. How many McDoubles could you eat in one sitting, GM? Enough to be a very bad example. Dude, I could do like, I mean, just off the top of my beanie, 10 easy. I probably start to feel uncomfortable around 15. And I know some of you probably think I'm just being dumb about it, but I know lately, I mean, it's probably, gosh, it's probably been a few years since this channel has been so consistent and unhinged that you're just seeing a constant flow of the way that I eat. So it's probably been a while. Those of you that have been around for a long time know what's up. But if I could do anything, I could eat. I could eat. I'll eat 10 of them while I'm just driving home in the car. That ain't no thing for me. Sometimes I feel like that's what I was put on this earth to do. Easy. I'll put them away. And then I'll say, where's my French fries? I'm telling you. It's like a problem. It's a problem, like for real. Like you should be sad for me right now. Yeah, it's not because of a physicality thing, it's because of a mental thing. Like I legitimately have a problem. Like I don't take like fentanyl and stuff like that, and I don't drink and stuff like that, but I will eat 15 cheeseburgers. Yeah. So it's a problem. You should pray for me. Yeah. New members content, the McDouble challenge. Yeah. When I sell my next solar deal, I'll buy a bunch of McDoubles to celebrate. You're a fat man in a regular man's body. I do have a chunky soul. I do have a chunky soul. Now that I'm 40, I could only take down 3 McDoubles in my 20s. I could eat a whole large pizza or 2 liter. Oh yeah, I do that all the time. Anytime the family gets pizza, I have to have one just for myself. And then I'm still eating like garlic twists and all that kind of stuff. Mojos. 365 times 15, 54, 17. That means Infinity McDoubles is only $55. And number 2, there's no way you eat. I'm telling you, bro, don't doubt me. I'm telling you. People always tell me you got to slow down. You got to stop being crazy. That's just some people go out and party. They do a little here and there. I eat McDoubles. That's my talent. That's my skill. I know. You know what? The Obama administration came into office. You know what they did? They did two things. The Obama administration came in and they did two things that affected my life directly. That's the only thing that I even noticed from the Obama administration. I could have kept my beanie folded down the whole administration, and I would have noticed two things that actually affected me directly. I lost super size. Super size went away. And now I was forced to send a bunch of my money to insurance. Thank you so much. Now, if Donald Trump could bring back supersize, now we're on to something. Let's send the National Guard to McDonald's. just at the workers. Hey, go look for a bigger fry box. You got 10 seconds. I know they're in the back somewhere. You guys didn't sell them. That's what I want. Send the National Guard to McDonald's. I need my supersize. Imagine Donald Trump ran on a supersize campaign. That would have been such a smart campaign, man. We got so many fatties. And we got so many soul fatties on the inside. Oh my gosh. Hoser the guy just gifted 10 Mexican martial arts memberships. Oh my goodness. Hoser the guy just gifted 10 Mexican martial arts memberships. Western Mass Climber. Krieger? OBGYN Kenobi. Javi, Kyle, Edward Anonymous, Boavi, KF, CJ, and Sword Crossing all just got a membership. You got so many. If you haven't been a member before, because I know some people go in and out of it. If you have not been a member before, after this stream, go to the members tab. There's going to be a bunch of content. I haven't uploaded any very recently, but there's a big backlog of stuff I put over the years. A lot of stuff you can see on there that's a little bit different than the stuff that you'll see on here. Thank you very much, Hoser the guy. Unbelievable. T membership. What's next? Thank you. Congratulations, everybody, with the membership. Casual Degenerate says, get you some McDonald's, Grandmaster. Thank you, Casual Degenerate. I shall do that. No matter how long I have to wait in the parking spot looking at the line, I will get it. Thank you. I don't know if I don't think it'll be the next one, YouTube. I gotta be wise. Look, it's embarrassing to say, but I can't. I'm not even gonna say it. When I sell my next solar deal, I will go out and buy some food. I can't just buy 10 to 15 cheeseburgers in one shot. I got to be smart with my resources. I don't got 15 McDoubles money laying around. You know what I'm saying? I don't got that. What's it called? That kick money, that Twitch money, you know? I don't got 15 McDouble money kind of laying around. You're all good, Casual Degenerate. You are all good. I appreciate you. Mike Lang, Hoser Dono Train. Choo choo. Hey. Get on the train and ride it. Get on the train. It's a Mike Lang train. Get on. Thank you. Hoser Dono Train. Choo choo. Oh, how it hurts. Grandmaster, we need you to test the infinite McDouble theorem. Please, we'll fund it. I am going to replay parts of this stream until I fully understand what in the world you're talking about. I'm going to send clips from this stream to Neil deGrasse Tyson. And once I figure out what in the world you were saying, I'm going to make an effort as soon as I figure it out. As soon as I figure it out. Oh, that's right. RFK. RFK is breaking my heart over here. Come on, dude. He's like, yeah, well, Michelle Obama got one thing right, and we shouldn't ever have. Come on, dude. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Come on, you got married to the ketchup lady. He married Larry David's wife. He married Larry David's wife, the ketchup lady. He's really gonna be sitting there eating that ketchup. Pretty good. He's gonna be eating ketchup all day, and he's gonna be telling me that I can't get some fries. What's that on? Hypocrisy, man. For real, man. I remember I used to go to the gas station when I was a teenager, and I would get the big old 64-ounce, the Pepsi. Man, I remember one time I filled it up with the slushy, and that fool got mad. He got mad. And I told him, I was like, bro, I wasn't. I told him I wasn't trying to like pull a fast one on you. I wasn't trying to come up. I was literally going to bring it to the register without putting the cup on. I was going to be like, hey, bro, I put slushy in this because I just wanted more. I don't even care what it costs. Just charge me. I'll pay. He's like, no, my friend, you cannot do this. And I was like, hey, bro, I'm going to pay for it. What do you want? $25, $30? Like, I'm going to pay for it. Like, don't be treating me like I was trying to do something sketchy here. And he's like, no. And I was like, dude, you're making me, I didn't appreciate that because he was acting like I was trying to be like, I wasn't trying to do anything like that to him. I was going to pay for it. And he was like, no, whatever. And he just charged me like if it was a soda. And then I felt dirty about it. Then I had to drink a whole 64-ounce slushy, feeling guilty about it when I was going to pay for it because he didn't charge me for it. It's like, that's not my fault. I was going to pay. Marloca with the McDonald's funds. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's all I want in this life. You feed me, I'm happy. That's it. That's it. Sometimes Marilena, she acts up. She says, this and that. And then she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, hey, no. Don't. Just buy me some Chinese food. That's it. That's it. You don't need to do all that. You already know my love language is buy me some food. Don't say anything because you're going to make it worse again. The words are what got us here. I need the food now. Thank you, Morloca. You're too kind. You're too kind, Mike Lane. Hoser, the guy definitely is up there. You can make a living catching pedos. What the heck? I'm not trying to catch nobody's pedos. What are you talking about, homie? I know somebody was doing something. I've heard that people do that online. Like they put their pedos in like jars and stuff like that. I was at Target the other day, and apparently, because somebody confirm or deny this for me. So apparently they were gonna get some kind of like soap or deodorant, something like that for Jesse Jr. All right. I wasn't in the area. And then they started tripping, saying that the one that he was gonna get had like Sydney Sweeney's bathwater or something like that. And they were like, don't let him see that. And they like got him out of the area because they didn't want to like, contaminate his young mind or anything like that. Are they really doing that with like the Sasquatch soap or something like, or is that like a joke? Is that just marketing? Because I was like, there's no way. That's stupid. Sasquatch is like a real brand. They're starting to catch the wave and stuff like that. I don't think they would do something like on like OnlyFans status like that. Is that for real? he didn't want to admit that he didn't know how to charge you for a slushie in the wrong cup. I wasn't lying, my leg. I wasn't lying. Um, with the juice. Hey, thank you, the funky fresh justice. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. So it was Dr. Squatch. I'm pretty sure it's real. It is real. I'm pretty sure it's just branding. Wait, what? That's weird, man. Why are they doing stuff like that? I don't know. Sydney's weenie. Is that a dad joke? Everyone's talking about Sydney Sweeney. Who's Sydney Sweeney? I don't know. I don't know. Is that too far? I'm too tired. I want to be smelling like Sydney's weenie. What you want to smell like Sydney's weenie for? Hey, fool. Hey, what's that smell? Hey, fool, you smell like Sydney's weenie. Hey, don't tell me that that's not good. I like that. Am I too tired? Am I too tired right now? Because I think that's funny. That fools are running around trying to smell like Sydney's weenie. I feel like I'm not getting love on this one. Oh my gosh. My head hurts so bad. My head hurts so bad. I wonder if it's because I poured like a whole thing of Mio into this. Remember when people were gaslighting you to do stand up every stream? That Sydney's weenie bit finally sold me. Uh, it probably. Oh, you know what? You should start selling hot dogs. Hey, you already know. You already know. Can you read it? There's a glare. Um, you know what I just realized it was when I was making my phone calls today for work. It was like 97 degrees today. I was outside for like 4.5, 5 of those hours because I didn't feel like being in that house with everyone while I was making calls. I just felt weird. I felt like I feel weird when I'm on the phone doing stuff like that around people. I just feel all fake, you know. I'm like, oh, hello, how you doing today? Blah, blah, blah. I hate being like that. It just feels embarrassing. And I was outside in the 97-degree weather. It was hot. And then plus I didn't eat. So that's probably it right there. My head is like pounding right now. And I never get headaches. I never get headaches. Wiener Schnitzel got the goat fries. For real, they got good fries. And I don't know if it's just where I live, but I always have to ask them for salt packets because they never put enough salt. It's a weird thing. I don't know if that's all of them. You're giving me anxiety thinking of the ice from your drink touching your teeth. I think it finally it almost melted. Do you not like ice touching your teeth? I kind of like when it does that. I actually catch the ice with my teeth. So it doesn't, like when I want to keep ice in here to keep it cold, I'll use my teeth to block the ice so I don't swallow it by accident. You know, like a whale. I don't want to inhale all the little fishies. I'll use my teeth to block it. I guess I got good teeth genes as far as withstanding the cold. Um, man. So it might it might start to be like a new era for the channel. Dang, I didn't realize how late it was right now. It might start to be a new era for the channel right now because of um I don't know if you guys remember a couple years ago, I actually oh lady teeth. Oh no. You just gotta rub some mayonnaise on them daily. It strengthens them. Um, ooh, I tried that glizzy schnitzel place yesterday. Great fries, not enough salt. Okay. So it's just a wiener schnitzel thing then. Yeah, you gotta ask every time I go, and I go a lot. Every time I go, it's just Mando. I ask automatic for salt packets. And then as I'm driving off, I kind of just I already have my little like I'm already all ready to go, sprinkling the salt. Like with the salt, oh my gosh, bro. Next time you go, just ask for the salt, sprinkle it on. Fries are so good, but you just got to get the salt. A couple years ago, I don't know if you guys remember me talking about it. There was this company that approached me, and I'm not gonna say their name and all that. It's not important, but there was this one dude that kept emailing me. And he kept telling me, like, hey, I like the channel, you and Flaco, or, I like what you guys are doing. And I'd like to do this and that with you guys. And we could get you a bunch of advertisements, and we could get you like on the Yahoo and the MSN homepage. And we're going to get you on maybe even like TV, and we could do a show with you. And we actually produced this show. Have you seen this show? And I was like, yes, I have. That's one of my favorite shows. It's hilarious. He's like, I know those dudes. I helped them make it. And I was like, oh, shoot, I want to do something like that. He's like, all right, we'll get started with this, and then we'll move on to that and that and that. I don't know if you guys remember anything that sounds like this, but he was like, okay, if we sign a 1-year contract, then we're going to take this percent of all your YouTube revenue. And in return, we're going to do all this stuff for you. And we're going to help you with your SEO and your descriptions and your tags and all this kind of stuff. If you do a 2-year agreement with us, we're going to take this much less of a cut, just to kind of give you a little extra and, thank in return for being with us a whole extra year. And we're going to do all this and put you on the map and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right. At the time, I felt like my channel's not going nowhere anyway. What have I got to lose? And it just felt like it didn't take that long for me to realize, like, these fools aren't doing anything. Like, it's not helping at all. And they tried to make me some thumbnails and graphics, and they looked so bad. And I remember trying to tell them, like, bro, are you serious? And and normally, like, I'm super nice about stuff, and I'm not all confrontational and mean, but I felt like crazy offended and like bothered when they sent me the stuff they sent me, because I was like, bro, I just signed a 2-year contract with you. You're taking like a fat percentage of everything I make from every video. You told me you were going to do all this and that. And then when I saw the assets they sent, it looked like some little kid that, like, I'm not even playing. It was insulting. And I'm not trying to be like a diva, but like, I might still have it in the email. If you saw it, you would laugh. I couldn't believe it. It looked like something like even AI wouldn't do that bad. It was bad. And then I remember, like, we tried to move on, and I was like, all right, cool. And they were trying to put tags for me and descriptions. I was like, and again, I was trying to be nice, but I was like, bro, this is stuff like I've been doing YouTube. At that point, I was like, I've been doing YouTube for like 8 years. Like, I know this stuff, how to make playlists and organize your homepage on the channel. And I was like, bro, I've done this stuff. That's not it. It doesn't work. And I would tell him about the algorithm and things that I had demonetized. He's like, yeah, I'll talk with YouTube and blah. So it was a mess. It was a mess. It never did what it was supposed to. They were taking a cut of my funds the whole time. And I would just ask him, hey, when am I gonna see like what you mentioned about this and the uptick in views? And you said I was gonna get more traffic. And they were like, well, yeah, but in order to get that traffic, you got to make more videos. And I was like, bro, I've been making videos. And that was kind of why I brought you on, to help me get the traffic so that it would make more sense for me to make videos. I can't justify making videos right now when they're doing as poorly as they are. I thought your algorithm and all the stuff you were going to do was going to help it. And he's like, no, the only way those things are going to work is if you keep making it was just like this cycle of death. Like and so he kind of cornered it like, well, we can't do anything for you unless you keep staying crazy consistent so that our efforts can show you that they do work. And I was like, well, bro, I can't, because I gotta make a living, and I can't keep making these videos that don't make money in hopes that you putting some tags and descriptions on them is gonna make them go viral. And then it was just awkward. And then over the 2 years, every once in a while, he would send me like, hey, why don't we try this? And why don't you do this new thing on the back end? And hey, do you want to work with the sponsor? And then one time, I think I actually did it. I worked with the sponsor, and it was just a mess. And it was just constant micromanaging, and they kept a big chunk of that profit. And it was just a nightmare. So then I basically was like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. And I recorded a video for him. And I remember it was like a 40-minute video or something like that. And I was letting them know, like, this was a mistake. You guys aren't doing what you said you were going to do. And I just like, I'd like to like amicably part ways. And I'm just like, we just could just, walk away from this all cool. And they were just like, no, we're going to try this. And no, just hang in there. And basically didn't want to end it. And I was like, well, I'm just not going to make videos then. I don't want you to profit anything off of me. I'm just not gonna make videos then. And that was part of the reason why I got real discouraged and stopped making videos, because even when I made a video, even if it did okay, they were taking a big old fat cut of it and weren't even doing anything for me. And I just like, it made me sick to even like have anything go to those people. And then I found out like 2-3 months ago that the dude that I did all that back and forth with, he's like the only point of contact I had. He's the only one I would ever go back and forth with. There were other people working on stuff, and sometimes he would mention other names, but he was like my only contact. There was a mass email that went out to everyone that was partnered in that company, like me and all the other YouTube suckers that signed the contract. And there was an email that went out saying like, oh, we're so sorry, we have to announce that this dude passed away. And I was like, oh snap. Like it was like a weird feeling, because like we weren't like, I never met the dude in person. It's not like we were friends or anything. But it was just weird, because I texted with him a lot. I emailed with them, and then they're like, he's no longer with us. He passed away. And I was like, oh shoot. Like, and then I kind of felt bad, because I remember he sent me like 3 texts in a row, and I just ignored him. He was just like, hey, I had this sponsor. Do you want to do this? And then one time he randomly asked me if I had like a truck or something, because I think there was some YouTuber or sponsor that wanted to do a spot with a truck. And then and then he wanted me to collab with someone. And then every time I would see it, I'd be like, it's just gonna be like every other thing. And I looked him up, and apparently he had he overdosed on cocaine. And it said it was an accidental overdose on cocaine. And I remember he was like a little bit overweight, and then he got crazy skinny, because I would see videos and stuff of him pop up. Because he was kind of he worked with a lot of people and was kind of in the scene. So he'd show up and be like, yeah, I help people with their channel and stuff. And it was crazy, because I found out he died of a cocaine overdose. And then I felt bad. And then I was like, all right, well, 2 months later, it was already time for my contract to be up. So then I emailed the people, and I was like, they better not try to say no, because I was supposed to give them a heads up within 30 days of it expiring. And I forgot. And I did it within 29 days, literally one day. And I was like, if they act up at all, I'm gonna bring up that the shady dude had me sign this thing under, false promises, and then the same dude died of a cocaine. Like, it's just not a good look. But they just right away were like, all right, cool, cool, cool. And I was like, all right, cool. But um I made a stupid choice, and I put the channel in a bad spot, and they literally had control of the back end of my channel and were like logged in, and they were taking all the funds. Like, let's say I made however much money from ads, from like YouTube ads and like streams, they would just take all of it and take their cut and then pay me the rest. And it was so hard for me. I would have to like look at the back end and be like, did this one make this much and that much? And did they give me the right cut? And wait a minute, did they count this right? It was like stressful because they could have just been ripping me off and I would have had no idea. So for 2 years, from sometime from June of 2023 till now, they were just taking all the money straight from YouTube and then sending me some, and I just had to trust they were giving me the right amount. So that's why I was like, it was stressful and it was scary to even try to make money because it's like, am I even gonna get it? And now I'm finally out. I just saw it today. They finally disconnected it. It doesn't even show up in the back end anymore. I feel like I'm free. So now I feel like kind of a new start. Now I could kind of just pick up where I left off. 360 deal. I don't know what 360 is. If that's like a network or some kind of company, it definitely wasn't them because I never even heard of that. Yeah, for real. It was just a dream. It was a dream. And I got excited. I was looking for a change. I was looking for some help. I mean, if it makes it any better, Mike Lang, I don't think I would ever want to do that. I don't think I would enjoy that. I like the escape. I think I would. Yeah, I would be just too. Yeah, I don't think I would enjoy that genuinely. Um, um, yeah, maybe he faked his death. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's in Mexico right now. Uh, the Ridge wallet. You got a Ridge wallet? What's up, Von Flu Choke? Oh shoot! I guess I'm out of the rap game, the rap game loop. Rip UFC. It's not the same one. The 105-32124. Yeah, a lot of the hype trains have been derailed. It's a different ecosystem right now for sure. Um, I mean, Connor has been out. Dustin Gaethje, the star has faded. Adesanya, Bo Nickel, um, um, Sean O'Malley. Like, bro, whose time is it? Whose time is it? Who's actually gonna be the one right now? It's wild. All these stars fading. The only one that escaped all of that, Khabib Nurmagomedov. The only one. That star never faded. Never faded. That fool went out like Seinfeld on top. He knew how to do it. Robbie Lawler, Korean Zombie, Mark Hunt. We didn't know how good we had it for real. It's like Lil Rob said, you never know what you've got until it's gone. Cuando te creía, no me quisiste. Cuando te fuiste, me dejaste triste y te reíste de mí. Mike Lang, I appreciate that. I enjoy it when I do it with like when for ATV, that I can say I enjoy. When there's that, when I just get lost in the conversation, that I enjoy. And I really do want to get back to that. By myself, that's a mess. That's a therapy session. That's a mess. With ATV, I enjoy it. I would like to do that again. Híjole. Hey. Who is that? I'm not going to say your real name. I'm not going to say your real name because I know some of you got avatars on here. Some of you got avatars on here and you don't want your real names out there. Who sent money to the PayPal right now? Was that you, Hoser the guy? That's for the jerks messing with you. That was you? Hey. Hoser the guy just sent 55 big ones to the PayPal. He sent that PayPal that I could cash out tonight. I could cash that out tonight. Thank you. Thank you. I need to cash that out tonight. Thank you. Hey, you gave big on here tonight. Big. You gifted 10 memberships. That's the butterfly effect right there. That's the Hoser the guy effect right there. You affected 10 different little branches of life right there. And that's going to keep continuing to pay forward. You gave on here. It doesn't end. Hoser the guy is going to end up in the Mexican martial arts movie. Hoser the guy is going to end up with a cameo. Keeps acting up. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Hoser the guy. Hoser the guy, there's only one thing to say. There it is. There's only one thing to say. Unbelievable. Hey, Ordinary P just got out of work. Wait, why is this acting? I can't read this properly. Oh, there we go. Hey, much love, Uncle Acre. I appreciate that. I'd like to visit Down Under sometime. It seems cool. How do I get in the movie, Jim, or help write dialogue? It might be pretty easy for you to get in the movie because you don't live that far away. Writing dialogue, writing dialogue might be a little bit impossible, to be honest, because the writer of the movie is a very meticulous control freak that is very Aaron Sorkin about their writing and is does not play well with others, unfortunately. But anything is possible. Anything is possible. It is very convenient that you're so close by. It would be a shame if we were not to take advantage of it. The Last Christian. I found your channel by Jesse on Fire mentioning you, then you disappeared. Glad you're back. You know what? I have a little story. I have a little story that I might need to tell about Jesse on Fire sometime. Oh. I know everybody feels different. I know there's some cross contamination, between and I don't want to leave anybody out, but honestly, I do not have my finger on the pulse of the climate right now. But me, the MMA host, Jesse on Fire, MMA guru, there's different personalities floating out there. Some people like all those channels. Some people love one and hate the other, and it could be very, very different opinions on different people, very strong opinions. Um Jesse on Fire has never been anything but good to me. I like that guy. Um but something there is a funny story that I need to take some time to think of how I would craft telling that story. Um but I do appreciate him. You're definitely not the first person that I've heard say that he said kind things about me. I have a lot of appreciation for him, but I do have a funny Jesse on Fire story that I need to tell sometime real soon. So stay tuned for that. Um, Thank you, Fizzy. Thank you. I'm gonna try my best. Uh, no, it's broken. The piano is broken. I accidentally broke it when I put it in this room years ago. I had to put it on its side, and I didn't quite know. I didn't realize it. I didn't put it together at the time. All the bands that hold the keys together busted, and I wept profusely. Um, I would like to have fun. I was actually having a conversation with Marilena right before I did this stream about how I feel like I'm in a prison and there's absolutely no joy in my life. And from the moment I wake up till I go to sleep, I'm doing stuff that I hate. And how am I gonna change this? And I feel like I'm never gonna be able to break out of it. Um, I would love to make breakdowns again. Um, I would love to do the things that I think people came here for in the first place and hung around for. Um, yeah, I would love to have fun, and I'll do it as soon as I have an opportunity to. Um, uh, Thank you, Jose the guy. There's a horn. The horn is actually um it's it's actually by my by my bench press right now in my garage because I was looking for some batteries. um I heard the writer has more of a Martin Scorsese approach. I think you're right. I tend to agree. Um, I'll take that. Um, I would like to think so, Javi. Um, Said Nikwa Nick A. Where have you been? Working. Nothing worse than being in a job you hate. Yeah. I was feeling earlier today like I destroyed my life because I spent so much time in certain things and then hopped around so quickly in others that I just destroyed my resume and just look unhireable now. And it's just I feel like I ruined my life. I don't even know what I could do now. I just feel like I'm stuck. Um what possessed you? We discovered that a while ago. I severely mistitled the title of this video. I probably won't care to fix it, but yeah, yeah. And I got to keep perspective on that. Um, the vast majority of people don't like their jobs, so I'm nobody special. We're probably all right there in the same spot. And if you're here and you actually like your job, then please keep it to yourself because you're gonna make all of us feel really, really, really bad. And you should also quietly be very, very thankful. Can't you work for yourself? How? That'd be nice. It's terrible having like a boss or something. Like oh, it's exhausting. Well, I appreciate you saying that, Ordinary Pete. I just feel like I've been there for several years, and I thought I'd be out of it by now, but I'll keep trying. You're right, Ordinary Pete. You're right. The proud, the few, and the proud. The top 3 podcasts you watch does not have to be MMA related. Golden Hour. The Golden Hour might hold on. The Golden Hour might be my favorite one. Um, get someone to help you with content. Never, never. Even if I don't grow, never. That's probably one of the reasons that I got stuck where I'm at. I have more interest in being true to what I like and what I think is funny, and I'm extremely picky than growing. I'd rather be 100% me than ever grow. And that's maybe to my own demise, but I have no desire to collaborate and change what I like and don't like. But I appreciate the advice. I don't want to be a jerk. I appreciate it because you're only saying it because you're trying to help. Um, the Golden Hour is probably my like. I absolutely refuse. I will not miss an episode. I love their dynamic, and I'm so annoyed about Brendan Schaub leaving. Um, and now they're gonna like put him in through video or something. It's gonna be weird, but those 3 together are hilarious. They're hilarious. And I know I see hate in the comments, and I don't get it. I feel like it's just people being haters because I think it's so funny. Like, and they'll act like they're jerks and stuff and act all passive aggressive and stuff. And I don't know how people don't get that. That's the funny part. Like, that's the relationship. They'll um jab at each other and stuff, but I think it's hilarious. I don't know. I can't believe some of the dumb stuff I see in the comments, but that's probably number 1. Kill Tony. I will rarely miss a Kill Tony episode. Golden Hour, Kill Tony, and then man, Congratulations is usually way up there for me with Chris D'Elia. So Golden Hour, by the way, if you don't know, is Chris D'Elia, Brendan Schaub, and Eric Griffin. And then Kill Tony. Third, man, I don't know. I would rotate it from like Chris D'Elia's solo one, Congratulations, and maybe Tiger Belly, and maybe the Dr. Phil Lives with Adam Ray. I don't know if those are considered podcasts though. Yeah. Become a plumber. I considered it. I actually did like a couple weeks ago. Hey, that's cool. That's what I'm talking about right there. Liking your job, being freelance. I feel like that's along the lines of like what I do or what I would try to do. Like if like if it actually worked and I could make my living off of it, whoo! Like I'm happy for you, man. Being able to pay your bills and make a living doing freelance, that's awesome. That is awesome. That's a dream right there. I'm happy to hear that, man, for real. You're being kind of annoying, Kyle. This is why I don't talk to people. I'm gonna end up talking to someone like you. I'm a homebody though. Like when I talk to people, I don't know. I don't want to sound like a jerk. I'm definitely an introvert. When I talk to people, I'll play nice and I'll do my best, but I gotta recoup after. Like when I'm around people and I got a small talk and all that, I get exhausted, and then I just crash out after. Like it's just I'm not a social person. I'm not great at small talk, or I'll say hi and I'll smile and I'll actually think fondly of you, but I don't want to talk to you for 40 minutes. It's just not my personality, man. I could absolutely love somebody, but like, don't make me try to talk to you though, man. And it's not that I'm like, I don't know. It's like an anxiety thing. Like I could literally think the best of you and like you a lot. It's just like I don't know what to say. I get shy. And then people like Kyle, and I'm not trying to go hard on you, Kyle. But but honestly, people like you, but honestly, I'm not trying to come after you for real. But for example, there are people like you, like in your that are always trying to fix people like me, and it's like, bro, I don't need to be fixed. People like you need to go sit down and stop trying to talk to people. Stop trying to be a golden retriever. Like people are always trying to fix introverts, and it annoys me because introverts think that extroverts are so annoying, and they need to like chill for like 20 minutes, and they're always acting like they look down on us, like if there's something wrong with us because we're introspective, because we don't need other people to be entertained. We got so much going on up here, we don't need you. And they always act like, you just need to do this, and you need to get outside your comfort zone. And I'm like, no, fool, go in your room and turn the light off. That's what you need. With all disrespect, Eric Griffin, man. Yeah, I know what you mean, Ordinary P. I believe me, I know what you mean. But the three of them together, even if it's me being entertained because of how annoying Eric Griffin is being, I just like them all together. I don't watch Griffin like when he's by himself, but I watch them together. Cause like Eric Griffin's always getting like offended about stuff and all soft about stuff, and so I know what you mean. I just like the three of them together. Um, yeah, I know what you mean. Because I'm using a terrible, cheap, free software, and it does corny stuff like that. It makes you have the name, and I couldn't erase it. It's so dumb. It makes you pay for it, and I canceled my subscription. Oh my gosh. Uh, oh, now everything's starting to hurt. I'm starting to feel weird. I feel like my body's shutting down. My throat's starting to hurt. Oh, Kill Tony, Tiger Valley, Krista Stefano, Brendan Shaw. About. I get it, Mike Lang. I get it. Um, hey, Dirt Poor, I love those. I used to listen to them on a thing called Live 365. It was like this streaming thing, and it was like these old detective things and like these old 1940s style, and they would all talk like this. You see, like I love those. I love those old dramatic stories. Um, yeah, for real. Alberto Alcantar, hey, you for reals live? Okay, now I proved it. Now I proved it. Unless me and Alberto Alcantar coordinated this so all the rest of you could think that this is live. But we would never do such a thing. Um, what am I supposed to learn, Kyle? You're being so vague. You're like, okay, you need to grow. And then you're like, you're not okay, but not about your content. And then you're like, you need to talk to people. And you're like, I'm not telling you to be social. I'm telling you to learn. What are you saying? Like, what's the end game? What are you telling me to learn? Are you trying to sell me a timeshare? What are you trying to do here? What do I ultimately need to learn? I've been called a sociopath. Kyle, you're my 13th reason. So it's not just me then. Um, um, oh, my body's starting to shut down and my eyes hurt. Uh, they assume we're depressed and sad, but they don't remember that everyone is. You already know YouTube. You already know. um, introvert here. I tell people I hate them, so they will just leave. Touche. Hey, that's good. Onward and upward. Yeah, this past weekend was up there for me for a long time, but I don't know. I don't know. Like I feel like I love Theo. Like he seems like such a good dude, but at the same time, I can't help but feel like there's just something like dark about him sometimes. I don't know. Did you see that one video where he choked out that dude too? I should do a breakdown on that. Did you guys see that video where Theo Vaughn choked out that one dude? And I know you probably saw the other video where the dude was like all weird and it looks like he probably deserved it. But I was just so surprised that Theo did that. It didn't make any sense. Like as dumb and weird as the other guy seemed, I watched it so many times and I was like, why would he have done that? And it just kind of confirmed for me, like, it seems like there's another level to this guy. Like maybe he's not the guy that he portrays himself to be. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but it kind of bummed me out. Um, I don't think I mind it though, Kyle. I don't think I mind it. I think I'm one of those sickos that enjoys um that, that wallowing. I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know if I enjoy being happy, but I don't know if I've ever been it enough to fully. I don't know. It's kind of lame. I feel lame talking about it. Tiger Valley is greater than Bad Friends. Oh, 100%, 100%. I'll watch Bad Friends sometimes, but I mean it's no Tiger Valley, you know. Like um uh Scissor Bros used to make me laugh. That thing was crazy funny. For whatever reason, I never watched it regularly, but I always laughed when I did. I don't know why I didn't ever watch it consistently. What's the worst injury you've ever had? I cracked my head open. Um, I was playing basketball on on a short end hoop, and I kind of lost sense of where I was exactly. And with all my strength, and when I was in high school, I used to be able to dunk a basketball. So that's the kind of leg strength I had. Um, it was something I definitely had to work on. I had to do very specific exercises to be able to dunk a basketball because, like I mentioned earlier, and I mentioned a bunch of times, I was obsessed with basketball. So I used to train it like crazy. And I did very, very, very specific exercises. I ordered like a book and everything. I did very specific exercises to train my legs. So I had very powerful legs. And I jumped up with all of my strength. I went straight up and kind of lost sense of where I was at for a moment. And it was a shortened hoop. So my head, and remember, I said I could dunk a basketball on a regulation size rim. I jumped up on this short backboard, and my head went straight into the backboard and it cracked open my skull. And at the time, I didn't know it cracked open. It hurt bad. It hurt bad. But I came back down. And so I went up for a dunk and my head cracked into the backboard. Of course, I missed the dunk, dropped the ball. Someone else picked up the ball. I start running down the court, like, whatever, I'm going to get it back. I'm ready to go. My head is pounding, but I'm like, whatever. I'm not going to start crying or nothing. I'm not going to act soft. So I was going down like if nothing happened. People start staring at me. And I'm like, At this point, I think I see someone like they carried the ball or they traveled, and I'm like, hey, fool, give me the ball. What are you doing? And they're looking at me like, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? It's my, give me the ball. You turned it over. And they're like, what are you talking about? Your head. And I was like, what? I looked up and I could see blood squirting out of my head. It was like from a corny horror movie. It was like, I could see it like a fountain. I looked up and I was like, oh, and I started laughing. I think I went kind of delirious for a moment. It's hard to tell because I'm the kind of person, if like a really crazy dark thing happens and it's the Chandler Bing in me, I tend to get goofy and say something weird and inappropriate as like a defense mechanism. I do it all the time, and sometimes people get upset with me, sometimes they appreciate the levity, but I started laughing like deliriously and it was shooting out of my head. And it started to get all over my shirt, all over my pants, and all over my shoes. It was all over the court. It started dripping down my face like I was Stone Cold Steve Austin. It was shooting out. It was everywhere. People were freaked out. And I was like, I think I told one of my best friends was there. I was like, hey, what do you think I should do? And he was freaking out. I haven't talked to that dude in a while. I should call him. Like the look of concern that was in his face, I was like dying. And the look of concern in his face made me feel bad for him. I was like, man, this fool really cares about me. And I was like, what do you think I should do? And he's like, I think there's let's go to the nurse. And so I went to the nurse, and he went and he found, like, he went to get like, you know, an adult and stuff. And I went to the nurse, and they had to, like, they freaked out. The nurse was like, we're not equipped for this. And they had to just put a bunch of like paper towels on my head. And then they rushed me to the nearest hospital. And then like the bone cracked, like it cracked. And you could see, like, the guy said that now I was like 16 or 17 at the time. I don't remember 100%. I believe the guy said that it hit an artery and that it was very serious and I could have died because it was an artery, and that's where you lose all your blood. And that if I wouldn't have got there as soon as they did, he wouldn't have been able to put all the swab stuff that made it burn and kind of close it. And then he stapled my head. He didn't sew it. He went, he stapled it. I looked like Frankenstein. Or he said it was very close to, I don't remember. It was either artery or it was close or something, but I lost so much blood. I never passed out though. And then they stapled my head, and then they had, that was the worst injury I ever had in my life. That story was way too long. And I still have the shirt somewhere. Every once in a while, I have, like, I'm a hoarder. I have bins and stuff. Sometimes I find it and, like, I show my family, and they're like, oh, that's crazy. But I remember I couldn't run for a long time. I couldn't do things that would make my heart beat. It must have been an artery, because I remember the dude knew that I was training in martial arts and stuff like that. And he was like, do not train, don't lift, don't run, because if your heart beats too fast, it's going to affect this because it's an artery. He was telling me, do not make your blood pressure go high. And I remember one time, because a couple weeks after that, I went jogging around the neighborhood and they got mad at me. They're like, don't go. And I'm like, I'm fine. And for real, I thought I was playing with danger. I felt like I might die before I got home. But that was a long story. Hoser the guy did another 5 Mexican martial arts memberships. Hoser the guy had 5 more in the tank. He had 5 more in the tank. You guys gave up on him. 5 more. He's given memberships. He gave to the PayPal. He gave memberships again. Dutch Roadrunner Federico V. SWAT and Bomber, Shane Moe, Jonathan was wrong. I recognize that avatar. All these people have new memberships. The giving does not stop. It's the hoser the guy effect. Specialty Automotive in the house. What's up, Rob's neighbor? I'm glad. I'm glad that you were able to make it. Good to see you always. A pillar of the community. I love these pillars of the communities. Our boy Grandmaster hasn't gone Boogie 2988 on us yet. What has he done now, though? Has he gone next level? Is there something I'm unaware of? Or just like being weird in general? This is the latest I've ever done on a Monday. I'm dangerously late here. I'm dangerously late. Since you took a break, I went through a bunch of different podcasts and YouTube channels. I was listening to Bisping for a while. Now I usually watch MMA betting channels. Betting channels. Oh, snap. Those are deep cuts right there. That's heavy stuff right there. My timetables. Alberto Alcantar. SK, I'm this drone? Wait, what happened? SK, I'm this drone. The fool who sent the stickers before. Hey, what's up? Alberto Alcantar. Why do people change their names? I'm glad you told me that. I'm glad you told me that. That's what's up, man. That was super cool. That was super cool and unique. No one has ever done anything like in that niche before. I mean, people made the nunchanclas, and I got my Ridge wallet. I got my Voto Ridge wallet. I got my core knife. But those stickers too, like what else? I'm trying to think. What could I ask for? What could somebody make me? Nah, but that was definitely unique. I appreciate that, man. Alberto Alcantara. I gotta remember that. I gotta remember that thumbnail too. I appreciate you. That was very generous. Miko the Samurai, I don't know. I can only speculate. And I don't want to be paranoid. I don't want to be a crybaby, but I could only assume that I say things that don't. No, I don't know. I'll put it this way. I used to make videos, very elaborate edited videos where I would say stuff that does not go against the current world narrative, I feel like. And I would do it very blatantly and I would get demonetized for it often. And I feel like at a certain point, someone made a note like, hey, this guy's not on our team. And I got flagged. Again, I don't want to sound like a crybaby. I don't want to sound like I'm paranoid or complaining, but I felt like it was doing good, growing. And then I started to get demonetized for very specific things that I would say that is anti-narrative. And it would get demonetized, it would get blocked, and then at a certain point, I just stopped growing. And I know there's other channels that do that in the MMA niche. And I'll just say this, as far as I know, those channels do those things during streams that are like hours long, and those things could get lost in streams. I would do them in 10-minute edited videos that were like more digestible and therefore more easily seen and flagged. So I felt like that is why I was not able to slip through the cracks. I would do that on videos that would get 100,000 views and were 10 minutes long. So some YouTube nerd could just sit there and watch it and decide that they don't want me to get views. I don't know. Maybe it's not that. Maybe the world just unanimously decided that they didn't like me. I don't know. It will keep me up all night trying to figure it out. I have never been able to figure it out yet. Alberto Alcantar, can't let you get close. Theo, maybe. Hey, for real. He seemed like his face and his body language, he seemed like weird. Like, I don't know if he was drunk or what, but he was acting like it didn't seem like his normal body language in this position. It just seemed different. But he definitely didn't let that fool get close. Um, um, I know you're lonely. What the heck? I mean, I don't feel lonely. I'm exhausted. I'm frustrated. I'm not doing what I wanted to do. Um, I would say the last thing I am is lonely. I don't know. I love and cherish my alone time. That's how I re-energize. Um, thank you, Chief Colais. Um, I can't remember if I kept the pants or the shoes with the blood. I can't remember. I'd be surprised if I didn't though, because I remember I was like, this is gonna be a cool souvenir. Um, blame it on the CTE. um, Pocket Rodriguez, what's up? Oh, sanctify the basketball court. Yeah, it was freaky. It was freaky. Stapled the beanie permanently onto my dome. Um, well, as it was, my channel started having those problems before that company that I started working with, and I thought they were gonna help turn it around, and they definitely didn't. I appreciate you, Avik Fet, and I recognize your name and your thumbnail. I appreciate you. I've seen you here for a while, and you're appreciated in this community. Mike, I have to say no, not active, and I do regret that. I should be. I would like to be. I'd like to hit all this full time as soon as I'm able to, and just treat it like, like I always should have from the start. But I was just so disorganized. Um, I have wondered if people have been. I have wondered if the channel has had a hard time because of the name of it. I actually have wondered about that, like if they're being all sensitive about the name. I'm not sure. Maybe. Um, that might have something to do with it. Hey, what's up, Blair Davis? GM as a doctor. This story makes a lot of sense. Explains the warped humor. I love that. I love having warped humor. Good to see you again. I'm surprised as well, Hoser. I'm surprised as well. My head is aching. My eyes are burning. My neck hurts, which is weird. Um, oh, thank you again, Alberto. Thank you. Oh, dang. So you were Dennis Myers all that time just because you didn't know? That's messed up. Um, how many defenses will Harrison have? Man, I feel like she'll beat Amanda. I don't know. Am I crazy? I feel like Amanda's just been domesticated now, you know? Maybe it's crazy to doubt someone that did everything that she did, but I just feel like as hungry as Kayla is, I mean, if it's gonna go full WWE, Amanda's gonna win because that would be the most money for them to do a rematch. And then maybe Amanda will gladly take the loss at that point to just cash out and make that much more money. But I don't know. I don't know. Um, I hope so, casual degenerate. I hope so. Beto, we could have matching shirts. A Chillster Deluxe. That would be awesome. Yeah, if you're wondering and if you care to, the best thing that you could ever do for this channel is just share it, share it, share it, spread the word. Um, yeah, Miko. I mean, can't hurt. I've tried it before. Every time you try to talk to someone, maybe you get someone new. Maybe I could try to sweet talk someone, be like, "Hey, man, I've changed. I'm on your side now." Alberto Alcantar. I passed my CA electrical exam last week. Give subs coming up once I get a little feria. Much love, bro. Hey, congratulations, man. Congratulations. Exciting times. Exciting times. It's good for people to do well, to work hard and achieve stuff. Feels good when you have these little checkpoints in life, you know. You get something that you've been working for. I live vivaciously through you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for being here and good luck with everything. No, I'm in the Central Valley. I'm like 4 hours away from that area. What do you think of the R Truth situation? What is that? Amanda's coming back. You didn't see she got in the ring with Kayla and they faced off? Oh, I didn't see anything about R Truth. What's up, vegan skeptic? Casual degenerate, $1 for every minute that you're behind the chat. Right now it's 37 minutes after. I'm trying to catch up so bad. I'm trying to catch up so bad. Do not feel. Wait, I already got to the end of the chat. I was looking at the wrong scroll. I have another page open. Yeah, Beto, she came back in and they're gonna I don't know. Dana probably talked her back into it. I don't know. All right, guys. Oh, what the um Mike Lang just sent me some funds to the PayPal. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mike Lang. And thank you for the kind words. That's what I'm struggling with most right now. You know, you work hard and you try to achieve these things so that you could have the dream, you know. The dream is not the work. The dream is doing that annoying stuff so that you could have the fun times, the family times, the memories, you know. And I'm not figuring out how to perfect that balance right now. I understand that you know people need to work even before the fall of man worked the garden, you know, even before all of that, because a lot of people were like, oh man, it's their fault that we have to. Well, even before that, man was not to be a sloth, you know. It's good to work, you know, but man, that's not all I want to do. So yeah, I need to figure that out. Thank you for the encouragement, Mike. Thank you for being such an encouragement all the time. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Um Chillster Deluxe. Hey, 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 gracias. Gracias, Chillster Deluxe. Hey, bro, W stream, but you should think about ending. Papa needs a raid badly. Oh, wait a minute. No way. Usama Gajia. I'm tired. I'm tired, casual degenerate. I'm tired, bro. I'm just working hard. I'm trying to get back on here full time. Man, with all you've done, if we were on the right timeline, people like you should have 100x more success. But we in Matrix, I try to keep perspective, but man, it's hard to not feel sorry for myself. It's hard to be like, what's going on? Riker Gray, when are you going to make normal YouTube videos again? I don't know. I'm asking myself the same question every day. I could start making one tomorrow and finish it in a few days, but I'd have to quit my job and I wouldn't have a way to pay my bills. That's just how it goes, man. If Dana White wants to hire me to make goofy UFC videos and I can make them every few days, um, I love you, Usama. Have you been slinging them cars? No, I sell solar now. Pinocchio's Revenge. He was released after his match with John Cena after 17 years with the company. He attached Cena at Money in the Bank. Lost my job, but got that 5. Wait, what? He was released after his match with John Cena after 17 years with the company. He attached Cena Money in the Bank. What? I didn't even know. I used to watch wrestling like obsessively when I was younger. The Attitude Era, even like the Golden Era and all that. But I never I missed so much after that. Like I never even heard of R-Truth. No, wait, was that you, Mike? I'm gonna go. I was already gonna. That's crazy. No. You're good. I was just gonna get to the end of the chat and I was gonna go back and bless that homie. I didn't know that was you. You're good, man. Hold on. I'm gonna go back to it right now. What's up? We have a Jamaican bobsled team. Some people say, they can't believe we have a Jamaican bobsled team. Um, Attacked him at Money in the Bank. Oh, was it? See, I thought he went and took his money when he was like at the ATM at like a real bank. Do they have an event called Money in the Bank? Oh, baby, I love you. All right, let me see. Let me see. Let me go back here. Oh my gosh, what the? Somebody Lena gets you that tea. Hoser the guy just sent more money to the PayPal. Hoser the guy. Hoser the guy with that freelance money. Working in his chonies in his living room, sending me that paper. Jeez. Hoser the guy's trying to make me quit solar tomorrow. I'm only going to tell you this because you've already given money. Everybody that's giving money tonight, I could have started this stream and started giving you some sob story, but I didn't. Okay. And I'm only going to tell you this because I'm going to end the stream now and you guys have already given money. Me and Marilena had an unfortunate conversation this morning because Jesse Jr. had a sports tournament this weekend, and there was no way that we were going to make our problems his problem. And we did what we needed to do this weekend to make that work. And we found out this morning that that put us in a spot where things became pretty impossible for us. But whatever, we were not going to make our problem his problem. So we went to the tournament, to the event. It was, kind of far away, and we were not going to tell him we couldn't do it. We went and we did it. And we were going to just have to face the consequences after. And we were like, we'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I just want to say thank you. So I really appreciate that. Even if you haven't given tonight, maybe you're in a situation like me. It's not that possible. So I don't blame you. So thank you for being here. Just clicking the like button, just putting some jokes in the chat, just, lending me your ears. Um, I probably will, Kyle. I probably will. And it's ironic that you were telling me. See, I don't know if you're being sincere or not, because sometimes it is good for people to cry. I read something the other day that says it releases like the same kind of dopamine when you laugh as when you cry. So I don't know if you mean it or you're being sarcastic. I don't know. I don't know. Um, but I'm saying that to all of you tonight. I'm going to be able to um bring a lot of relief to Marilena as well, because she was having a hard time about it as well. So thank you. Um, and I appreciate you clarifying. I appreciate that, Kyle. Um, it does, Chief. It does. I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna be afraid to say it. I'm a softie. I'm a softie that is not afraid to cry. And sometimes it does feel. Have you ever seen that episode with Everybody Loves Raymond, where he's just trying to be alone and cry because he felt, because he was trying to have a good cry and he puts on sad music and stuff like that. Sometimes it's just good for you. But I'll watch Forrest Gump and I'll cry. I'm not even tripping. Like, I'm not one of those dudes that tries to be like, don't cry, man, don't cry. That's stupid. That's stupid. So um let me, what was the name of that? Let me go back here. Um, oh man, where was that? Let me see if I can find this. Um, I hope you're still on. Let me see. I haven't done this in years, so let me see. Um, oh, predicts. I put the wrong. Oh my gosh. What the? Hey, you've been holding out on us? Hey, no way. How long have you been hiding this treasure? Um, Brand balls 1, 2, 3. Brr, 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 brr. Ice coming for you, bro. Now me, I got my citizenship. I got my citizenship. Hey, hold on. All right, let me open this up. All right, let me see. Okay. Let me see if I'm doing this correctly. So, hey, could you tell me, Mike, is that you? And it doesn't matter. Is that you or is it a homie? I just want to know, because I'm very intrigued here. Is it you or is it a homie that you're helping out? And I'm gonna do it either way. I just Who's it for? I just want to know what's happening. The Lorenzo. Wait, are you saying like me? Or are you, is that you? Are you being cheeky? I just want to know how to introduce it. Because it doesn't look how you look in this photo. Wait, I'm so confused. Okay, so let me look. I mean, there's not a lot of people here right now. Look, do me this favor, please. If you're here right now, there's 86 people here. There's 86 people here. If you would be so kind, please do me this favor. There's people who like you kind people watching right now who have helped me greatly over the years. You people have helped me greatly tonight. You guys have helped me build this channel. You've been there for me. There's been ups and downs. You come back. There's a small YouTuber that's streaming right now, and there's a couple people here that seem to know him, and they're asking if people could raid the channel. So I opened up his page right here. I'm looking at his channel live, and you know, as a personal favor to me, I'd appreciate it very much if you guys just take a peek, see if there's anything at all you might like, and just be like, hey, what's up? You could let them know where you came from. You don't have to, just whatever you want, just go show some love, give it a shot. You might like it. I'm gonna paste it right now. um Uh-oh. Oh man, I was gonna pull full raid status. You might like him. Go check him out. Give him a chance. He might be a cool dude. I've never even seen this page in my life, so I'm gonna take a peek at it right now too. Um, Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for just being a blessing. I appreciate you guys. Some of you that are doing good right now are paying it forward and helping out random people like me. I promise I'll do my best with your blessings. I hope you go out and bless this homie right now. Go say hello to him. Please check him out. I'm gonna come back as soon as I can. Hopefully tomorrow. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it. Good looking out. Late.